Hello, my name is GregTech, and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. So I have just finished crafting up all the components for the assembly line, so we can upgrade that. I did have a little bit of an issue in that when I upgraded the Mega Furnace, I upgraded it to 256, but I didn't upgrade like this line to the higher tier, so it was only 256. So when this was running and that was trying to run at the same time, uh, it was pretty rare that it just happened to turn on the exact same time, because not all recipes require a full thing, but this did turn that off for the was it the Abyssal or something? I can't remember. One of the more complicated. I think it was this one, because it's almost a full amp, so it was trying to pull more than that line could handle. So I've just gone ahead and upgraded that to handle 8.5 billion EU per tick. I'm not going to upgrade that though. That's already uses 500 something million. So that is that. Also, I have a bunch of Mark III fuel. I still, like I said, I still have to sort out ratios and stuff like that with this, because I don't want it to use all of that. I may switch this now back to this. Yeah, I still gotta, might be better to maybe do 2 of them. I'm thinking maybe one for enriched and one for the other one, and then instead of having them turn off when the hatch is full, have the level maintainer. So it's like when this drops down to whatever, 10,000 a quadria or whatever, turn off is maybe what I want to do. Yeah, because if I put them in both the same, it's a little bit harder to sort that out. So I think I'm just going to let that run for a little bit, I think. Definitely get a better ratio for dust, and we need that as well. So I do need the other part running. Definitely a bit more complicated than just throwing silver and helium in a fusion reactor. But pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. Are we still crafting up the plutonium? No. I crafted up the 5,000 plutonium. I did set up on their space elevator. I ended up setting up a second miner. So, as we know before, I had the this one, the UV. So I have done one a little bit lower to get some different ores. I actually have it turned off at the moment because I needed to sort out how we're processing all this ores. Because we have quite a few new ones. I still think a lot of these I'm just going to end up voiding in the end. But things like pyrite is for iron as well, and then clay. I don't know if we need quite that much, but we get it. And like that is iron as well. So there's definitely a few new ones that I need to sort out, like gallium. Yeah, we're definitely going to do that. Antimony. Now, most of these go in this one, but just because there really isn't any reason not to send it in here. So, macerator, ore washer, macerator, centrifuge. This is, I think that's this one, right? Yeah. And I can just keep adding. I can just keep adding input buses. I don't know how many it actually can handle, but I'm assuming multi-block this size can probably handle enough storage buses. Oops, I didn't mean to put that in there. And the other thing that that miner gets is plutonium as well for our 239 plutonium. So we have 135,000. But we do go through it pretty dang quick, as you can see. We use it quite a bit, but we do get quite a bit from that. I didn't have it running that long, and I have the two plutoniums are about the same. I have 64,000 of the plutonium, so yeah. I was thinking that maybe getting it from these, but to be honest, I think it's just much easier if we get it from the space elevator. So I'm actually going to turn this off. Change my mind, I don't think. I think it's much easier just dealing with the ore anyway. All right, so let me pull out the 43 components. That wasn't too bad, actually. I mean, it did take quite a long real lifetime, but I just let the world run. The main thing was I think the slowest part was the neutronium and the cosmic neutronium. That was the slowest part of the process. And once I upgraded the wetware line and upgraded those to higher power, it ended up going much quicker. All right, so pretty sure we just switch these out. I haven't upgraded this yet, but I'm assuming we just switch these out. And then this will be able to do UHV components, which that is really cool. I do have to change the recipes for all this stuff though, which is a little bit annoying. But yeah, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna go down the middle. And then put the ones on the side. And this should... Good. Alright, I think it... Yeah, it formed. I don't know why it wouldn't form, but there we go. Alright, I do need to... sort out the recipes now. I don't remember how I did this. Because I don't have tons of room. I need to add all the UV and UHV ones, so... See. Think That's the output, isn't it? Yeah, I only have the one. I think we can have multiple. All right, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how I want to this. I think we can just. And I'm trying to remember how it works. So yeah. Which one's this one? What does what does that interface do? I don't remember. I think I could just add. I probably could just add another P2P tunnel going to a different input bus. All right, let me mess around with that. I'm trying to remember, like, I can't for the life of me figure out what this one is doing. Like, this is both on the subnet. Why is the subnet one got an interface onto a P2P? I don't know, I can't figure that one out. Okay, so it took me a couple minutes to remember how this was working. Basically, the interface goes into a P2P tunnel with two locations. One is that, which puts the items, this P2P puts the items in the subnet, and then the other P2P tunnel checks to see if this is the blocking mode thing. So it'll see an item in there and be like, oh, you can't put that in there. It's blocked. So that's what the second P2P thing is for. But this is the one that actually puts the items into the subnet, and then the storage buses, obviously, for that. So basically, I just need to craft up another trans-vector interface. And basically, all this does is think it is this block right here. So both of the interfaces will go into this one block. It got me a little confused because our other setup actually has P2P interfaces, and that is because these are being split up into two multi-blocks, but we're not doing that over there. So yeah, these items are going into here and here, and then put into the subnets, whereas this one is connected to here and here. And then these transvector interfaces are hooked up to those P2P. So it's a little bit confusing how I did it over here, but basically you can just keep adding transvector interfaces for each subnet that you want to input. Yeah, so I just added another one, and this should work. I haven't tested it actually, but pretty sure. Pretty sure that will work. Base is getting so big. I hate when thing messes up, but oh well. Let's do. I mean, it's going to take me a little bit of time for. What was that sound? What the heck is that sound? Am I going crazy? Is there like a weird sound that I've never heard before? That's funny. Alright. It's like, sounds funny in my ear. Oh, there it goes again. All right, I just realized I just had another thing open. I was like, what is that sound? I was doing an update on another game, and it was open in the background. That was funny. All right. And just derp number 87. It just sounded funny, like all of a sudden it popped up when I opened this up. It sounded like pages turning is what it sounded like. Okay, what was I doing? Motor. All right, so we'll start doing these motors, I think, and I haven't made recipes for like everything. Like these are still crafted up the old way, whereas you can actually put them in the component assembly line and you do save. I've just like, how often do I craft up electric motors LV? Like never. So I've never really gotten around to doing that. I may one day do that, but I'm thinking I don't want to do that. So yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll do that one. And I will probably rearrange these as well. Because I do want all them all together. I don't know, it just... I don't know, that looks very satisfied. And I think if they're all in a row, it's going to be very satisfied. How many do we have anyway? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're up to 8. Is that right? 9. Are we up to 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Oh yeah, it would be like 1 per row. And we would have 8 rows. How many are we doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Yeah, there's 8 different components. We have 9 types of components. I have 8 rows. I could actually just, yeah, fill the whole thing up. Maybe I will do that. The only problem with it is you have to make recipes for some of the components. For example, if we want to do motor. Yeah, I don't have recipes. Apparently we have recipes for the 16. We've used that before, but molten americium, I don't have that. Also, americium, I need to figure out what I am doing with that because I'm not crafting it up at the moment. We have a pretty large backlog. Also, that kind of annoys me. They're all 144, and then there's just like 1,000. Get out of here. I don't even remember what that was. Mercury was for. I don't remember. I think it was for something like the plutonium or thorium. It doesn't match. Well, that one doesn't match either. Alright, we'll just ignore it. Alright, so that is that, and then the UHV, molten samarium, which I did convert all that samarium, and we actually didn't get as much as I thought we were going to get. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, it looks all nice and... But now that I know that that's wrong, it doesn't match. It's gonna bug me. Uh-oh, where did I put that? Oh, there it is. I hate when it does that. Alright, there we go. Oh, there's one. Now I'm like noticing them all. that aren't 144. Alright, I'm getting a little silly here. But... Oh, there's another one! Ah, well. You play Minecraft after, for so long, you start getting set in your ways. So, bedrock EM cable. There it is. I was like, not seeing it. 24. Also, it kind of annoys me when I moved all these over that they weren't organized. Like all those should be together, all the big ones. And then also, why does that have to be in there? All right, I'm being silly. But I think that is almost there. Just need to craft up this, which now we can just craft up in wire mill. I'm so glad all those wire mill recipes got added. Or, yeah, the wire mill buses, and you can have enough input buses. That was the problem, wasn't it? You couldn't have, I didn't have enough room for the input buses. Okay, so that should be all those. Yeah, Samarium, I only have 76,000 from, what did we have? We had like 1.1 million. So unless we are getting a bunch of the stuff from our space elevator, like the space elevator isn't running anymore right now, we're not really getting a decent supply of samarium. I do believe the actual line is running. So we are actually producing samarium, but it's not like super quick because this line it's bottlenecked in a few places. Yeah, I need to get my ore processing sorted out. All right, so let me switch all these recipes over and maybe look at, you know what, we could probably just have the space elevator running. Samarium, wrong one. Which one does that come in on? All right, so we get the samarium on the first one. Did I? Oh, right. Okay. Before I do that, I forgot. We need to sort this out. Right. I forgot about this. You can't connect... You can't, like, split the optical cables from the computer. So I don't have that one hooked up. That's why that space elevator wasn't running, whereas this one I actually physically had turned off. Whereas that one's turned on but not running. I need to get that multi-block, and I don't remember. I think it's like network something. It might be this. It's just like a 3x3. Yes. All right. So this, yeah, used to route and distribute computation. All right. So basically, what we'll do, I'm going to move this all. You pipe the fiber cable into that multi-block, and then that multi-block can split it up. So let me do that. We can see that, and we'll be right back. All right. I think this is pretty simple. I think it's just, from what I'm looking at, it is just the... Yeah, just the controller, and then a advanced computer casing in the middle, and the rest are computer casings. And then I'm assuming we can just attach other ones to it, but like I said, I haven't tested this out. I'm just kind of guessing here. That was a lot of flashing lights in there. Holy cow. Alright, they are like changing colors, which is a good sign, right? Alright, it does look like we need a maintenance. Oh, actually, no. Because these require... Don't these require UV components? Yeah. All right. So I'm not going to do this yet. I want to get these converted over, and then I will do that. I've been waiting to do that for a long time. You know, I always do the maintenance on the back. I don't know, just another one of those. I'm assuming, or do we need? We might need. No. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. It doesn't require power or anything. That looks a lot of scariness. We'll just ignore that. I'm hoping we basically just pipe this stuff in and then it splits it up. And I believe it splits it up evenly from what I remember. It's been a little while since I looked this stuff up. That should be doing like 2,000. Let's paint these. And then we... Okay, so that was a bit... that was not what I thought was going to happen. Does this need power? It may need power. I mean, oh yeah. Probably uses power. Well then. I guess we'll do it over here. UHV energy hatch? No, I don't have one. Alright, well, they're pretty easy to craft up. Although, I may have to craft up 64 motors. Well, it's fine. Alright, actually, change the plan. I'm going to cancel that. Let me put the other component in there. And then we'll craft that up. Alright, so I'm just going to throw... I'll throw it like right here, I think. The energy hatch. Alright, that happened so fast. Okay, not like super fast, but it like those crafted up like super quick. I was not even paying attention, all of a sudden it was like done. So yeah, that component assembly line is pretty amazing. Especially for all the superconductor wires that we craft up. I may switch over, now that I'm just thinking about it, our superconductor coils, we do ZPM, because ZPM is the highest tier we could do on the COAL, but now we can do UHV. Maybe I'll switch those over, because it uses less of the wires. Because sometimes when you're crafting up tons of these, it's like 6,000 ZPM wires. Right, I don't think this is going to blow up if I mess with it, but you never know. I'm just doing the single energy hatch. I don't think we're going to need tons of power, because it's just said using, what, like 1 amp of UV. I love these superconductor cables. My one complaint is these the 1X ones are hard to... They're so small. They're hard to click on. Alright. So that has power? I don't know, does this say... Oh, there's ID1. Alright, interesting. What does this say? ID2? ID1? Alright, I thought that was going to be 2 and 3, but... Destination 1? I don't know. Like, all the too high? I don't know. Is it Is it actually running? I am not entirely sure. We'll learn. We'll figure this out. Is this... Oh, we got uncertainty. Dang it. I honestly have no idea what this does. Alright, there we go. I clicked a few things and now it's working. Oh, yeah, there it goes. 2282. Oh, and it's turned on. Does it say, like, ID1? No, I don't want to, like, mess with that stuff. So, it looks like, yeah, we're getting 2282 in there. But that doesn't seem to be doing anything. Let's try to turn it on and see if it's actually working. Maybe it's because it's not running. It's not, like, sending the power in, maybe? Alright. If I do this, it should turn on. Oh no, it did turn on. Alright, there's definitely... I wonder if we have to do... that. No? Do they have to be next to them? Do I need to... I may need to... Maybe I need to... Alright, let's turn off that so we don't blow the base up. What happens if I need to, like, put a value in or something? Too high. Alright, we'll put that back. Let me see if I can figure this out. I'm pretty sure this is what I'm trying to look for. Like, okay, so that's getting 2282, which is what this is producing. Alright, it doesn't say on it, like, what it... Like, those look... Yeah, those look the same as that. And that is getting the thing, and it does turn on. There's probably something in here that I need to do. 200? I don't... Too high? I was thinking, like, computation. Too high? Too low? Kablooey. No. Alright, let me do a quick check on this. Alright, unfortunately the wiki, the GregTech New Horizons wiki doesn't really explain this. I'm going to need to mess around with this a bit. I'm assuming it's probably something in here. I don't know. So ID1, ID1, ID2, ID2. But I don't know the values and stuff. But as you can see, it's like I've gotten it to go like green and blue. But I don't know. Like that's that's too high. That's too low. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm gonna have to ask around a little bit and see if I can get this sorted. I'm sure once I know it'll be much easier. But yeah, as we can see, it doesn't appear to be running. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.